Hey, and welcome back to our podcast. I'm Zack.
And I'm Alex. Thanks for tuning in. I know you guys missed us last week.
Took a little hiatus to get back on track for you, a little break for us so we can focus up a little bit. With the NFL, we were falling apart there, but we're back with better than ever. We got some great content for you here today, so stay tuned.
We were driving around aimlessly, and then we saw a beacon of light turning us towards the direction of our podcast. So stay tuned and buckle up for this one.
That beacon of light happened to be Alex's bald spot on the top of his head. It was just shining on the light too high, and it almost blinded me.
Yes, I'm happy to talk about this. So, back in 2018, I saw a picture of myself. It was a very sweaty picture. I had just played a game of football, and I thought, oh, maybe it was just helmet hair, But because of the spot, it's kind of directly where uh, the spiral of your hair would start. That is the weak point. So it's really hard to see unless you take a camera or a mirror and put it really above and behind your head. So you're brushing your teeth, you're taking a shower, you do whatever in the mirror, you wouldn't see this
Right.
until you see it, and it's hard to miss. But yeah, it's been a battle.
Well, what have you been using? So you go the Rogaine route. I know there's pills now. There's all these like scrubs. What have you products have you tried?
Yeah. I did about 8 weeks of carrot juice.
Mm.
That did not work.
I thought carrots were for your eyes, not your hair.
No. So initially, I did nothing. I ignored the problem,
Mm.
as many young men do, as many people do. When they see something they don't like, they just ignore it. The problem is when you ignore something like this, it gets worse.
Mm.
The problem becomes more and more evident and more clear, but only you don't only see it, in glimpses, a weird picture. Or for me, it was always I would watch my football games and I would see myself on the sideline and I would see
Mm.
the sun shining off my big white bald spot. Um, but yeah, been using some minoxidil for about a year and a half. It definitely helped a little bit. Need to be more consistent. I've heard something finasteride is supposed to be very good. It's a pill form. Might get on that. Or just let it ride, let nature's course happen. These things are all up in the air. I know the fans must be very excited to hear this, and you can vote. What do you want to see? A. Friar Tuck, B. Fight nature, or C. Let it go.
I think that people want to see you just shave your hair completely off. Just go for the bald look, and then grow your beard out. That's what the guys, that's what all bald guys. You invest in some good baseball caps, and you grow out your beard, and that's your look. That's what you have to go with the rest of your life.
If I could grow a strong beard, I would have done it by now.
Mm.
That's easy to see. I mean, you see every cool guy you see these days, bald head,
Yeah,
big
bald
beard.
head, nice baseball hat, some sunglasses, drinking a beer. That's the epitome of an American man.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's in right now. That is trending. And yeah, I'm working on some facial hair, but it's pretty weak, man. I'm not gonna lie. So
No, I feel you there. It's like it can grow anywhere,
yeah, yeah.
head or face.
Funny story. Not a mutual friend. You don't know him. A friend of mine just had a hair transplant.
A hair transplant.
Yes, yes,
Now,
yes.
what goes along with a hair transplant?
Check it out. Check it out. First of all, they get you down to level 0, right?
Right,
Then they
shave you all
take
down.
little scalpel, just like this. Boop, 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 boop. Minesweeper style, little holes everywhere, right? Then they take what's called the implant, so usually from the strong kind of back neck area,
Right.
take out the hairs and basically plant like a little hair tree in your head. It is very gruesome. I saw some pictures. It looked disgusting.
Sting.
Um,
I wonder if
and
that's painful.
yeah, he said it's pretty painful, but they give you local anesthetic,
Okay.
which helps. But um, Yeah, it looks really gross, and it takes about 6 weeks till your hair looks semi-normal. And you
Wow,
can't wear a
that's a
hat. You can't do it. It's got to be out breathing. You can't cover it up.
wow. That seems almost not worth it. Then everyone probably that you would see within the 6 weeks knows you has a hair transplant, and then it's all fraudulent anyways. Unless I guess now would be the perfect time to do it. Really, your quarantine, you're probably only see it in your pod theoretically. So, and then you come back stronger than ever in the summer, full head of hair.
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of a really tricky question. Would you be hideous for 6 weeks for years and years of
Of hair.
strong hairline?
It's kind of a would you rather, but I think for me personally, I don't think I would do it because I think you can tell even after it grows in that it might be a hair transplant. I've seen some people that like their hairline just doesn't look kind of right and it kind of looks a little bit fake. So I don't think I would do that.
Personally, I don't see myself going that route. I think I would rather go bald, beardless before that and just
I th-
be Mr.
I
Thumb.
think you could do Mr. Clean. You could pull that look off.
I think I could. We'll see. Tune in a few years. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Till then, we hang on with both hands. But you need a good friend in life if you're balding. You need someone to keep it real.
Mhm.
Someone to tell you it's time. Let it go.
It's,
You love something, let it go.
it's time to lose it.
Yeah, that's what you would say to me if it was time. Yes, thank you, Zach. Uh, yeah, so it's been a journey. We'll see, but this stuff has definitely helped. At least it hasn't gotten worse. It went a little better, then I kind of stopped taking it, and now it's a little bit worse. But it definitely slowed because the year I didn't take it, I mean, it was a sharp decline
Sharp,
in
sharp
hair
decline
follicles
in
on
hair,
my
hair
head.
follicle.
Yeah. Uh,
Big increase in bald spot.
Now it's been a little up and down, which I'd take
Yeah.
over, an essential free fall.
Right. It's all about the consistency, like anything to better yourself. It's all about the consistency. Running, meditation, weight loss, it's all about consistency. Alex, you've been on your weight loss journey here recently. What have you found that consistently helps you?
Well, there's a lot of things that go into weight loss, but essentially calories in and calories out is the most important thing. But mentally it's tough. Sometimes you have cravings. And I think I went through some phases where I was trying to be really restrictive and give
Mm-hmm.
myself these rules. You want more, and you push yourself exercising. You push yourself with um, your food intake and what you can eat, what you can't eat. But I think that's not a long term solution. You had to find a balance, like anything in life. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but so one thing that really helped me was intermittent fasting helped me a lot. It's because in the mornings I just wasn't that hungry. That definitely helped, but it's been tough in quarantine. I kind of hit a plateau, with all this sitting around and watching TV.
Yeah,
You
right.
want to get some snacking on.
Yeah, you get a little bored, you watch the TV, maybe grab some popcorn, some chips, some pretzels, But I
Yeah.
heard there was one food, our pre-production meeting we had that really helped you get through it. I'd love to hear more about it.
Yes, yes. As I swallow this food because it's currently lodged in my throat. I would say I'm at about 66% breath
Breath
capacity right
intake.
now. Yeah.
That's pretty low.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I start turning purple, you know why. Yeah. I think so recently, my flatmate and we've started just going shopping together. We share the food, we cook everything together. Why not? It's just two of us. It's better.
Easier
We
that way.
save money. Everything's easier,
Hmm.
right? So this time, usually I get some snacks, some rice cakes, some rye bread, something to munch on, right? This time I
All
said
right.
no snacks, Alex.
No snacks. Hey, if
No
they're not in the house,
snacks.
yeah, if they're not in the house, you won't eat them, right?
No snacks. But your boy was hungry, right? The one thing we did buy was I think we bought about 8 pounds of carrots.
8 pounds.
Yeah, a lot of carrots, dude.
That's a big bag.
I think I've eaten about 6 pounds of them
So
over
carrots.
the
This is
last
your
week.
your secret to breaking snacking
Carrots.
is carrots.
I'm talking farmer industrial size, right off the carrot bush.
Some dirt still on them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not even the baby carrots that you might dip in some hummus.
No, no,
No.
no. Serious crunch, feed to a horse carrots right here. Um, the problem with these are, I just give them a quick wash, crunch on them, but it pretty much lodged in my throat for I would say over 12 hours now.
Big shard
Uh,
of carrot just stuck
yeah,
there.
and it's do I fight it and like heave and make guttural noises to get it out, or do I just kind of let it sit and hope it goes away?
I think you should eat more carrots. You shove more shards down there, and then it'll dislodge the other ones.
Funny you say that. I tried that. Didn't work. It just multiplied the blockage.
So a bigger blockage up there.
Yeah.
Maybe if you chug a bunch of water.
Sorry.
Maybe if you chug a bunch of water, that'll dislodge it. You know.
I tried that. I tried that. The
Try
water did not
that.
help. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think I'm just,
Maybe you're stuck this way forever.
yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do some gross noises and get it out.
Like
I feel
really,
it. It's right here. I know exactly where it is.
just
It's
swallow a bunch of times. Just
I-
like
you
rub your
think
neck down.
you think I tried that?
Maybe you weren't trying hard enough.
Maybe. Let's do a live test.
All right,
Get some saliva.
massage your neck a little bit.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Maybe if you burp, it'll leave. You make yourself burp on command.
Yeah.
That
Of course.
worked, didn't
No, it's still there.
it? Well, maybe carrots aren't the answer. Maybe you should go for the baby carrots, or maybe chew more than twice before you swallow. Maybe that's the problem.
I think chewing is a factor that I didn't think of before.
Yeah, just swallow it whole right now.
Yeah, yeah. Or I just buy myself some snacks and stop trying so hard.
Hmm. I think you should just buy yourself some snacks.
I agree.
It's
But
quarantine, man. You got to be nice to yourself a little bit. You can't be restricting yourself so much. You got to find enjoyment in something, you know?
yeah, yeah. I think you got to let yourself have little wins in quarantine.
Yeah, exactly. Little wins. That's a good concept, Alex. That brings us to our next topic of self-help. The whole self-help book, industry out there. A lot of it's BS, but I think that's a good piece of advice there. Little wins, little things that you could take out each day and carry on. What do you think about this whole self-help movement? You see it a lot on TikTok and Instagram and things like that. Obviously started with self-help books back in the day.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I like a good self-help book every now and then, but sometimes they get a little cheesy,
Yeah.
especially now. I think I ordered this one book. Speaking of, I saw it on TikTok.
Hmm.
It's a book about Michael Jordan's trainer. It's called like Relentless is what it's called. This book was terrible. 0 stars. It's literally just a guy saying to be the bestest best, you got to beat the best of the bestest and be the bestest best
All right.
best.
A lot
And
of
it's like,
filler.
yeah, come on, it's just no like practical. I thought it was going to give you like a mindset framework to go with,
Hmm.
like when you're
That's what you
approaching.
need.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought it was going to give like basically how to think about problems and solutions and stuff like this.
Hmm.
Help you fix these things, but that really wasn't it. It was just like kind of pumping up people that work hard and pushing down people that don't. And then I read about a third of it, and I was like, this book is trash.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm going
that's
to
that's a
order a new one, and so we'll see how it goes. Go ahead.
yeah. We'll definitely get a review on that once you finish it. But that's the problem I think with a lot of the self help and this like these little clips you see. It's just like it's bullshit like that. It's like oh, just you got to be the best. You got to train as hard as you can. You got to do everything as hard as you can. You got to work as hard as you can. You got to be saving this much money and to become rich by 25. And a lot of it just seems like fake. It's not real. It's not like a substance mindset you can use every day to actually better yourself and have this kind of balance, this mindfulness that a lot of us are working towards. So I think that is rampant out there, and you got to be wary of it because if you watch too much of it, it kind of gets you down. Like if you watch 2 minutes of that self help videos and you feel like you're not doing enough, like you're saying with the carrots, kind of. But I think if you let yourself have some wins and find a balance, obviously that's easier said than done. you can be in a better place rather than these self help gurus try to get you to.
I totally agree. Like all these gurus, they give you these challenges, and there's something that I've been into is like do this challenge, do that challenge, and it works for a certain amount of time, and that's great when it's working. But as soon as you slip up, it's like you fall twice as hard.
Mm-hmm.
And right
Unsustainable.
now, with quarantine, like I don't need that deep fall. I
Mm.
would rather find a like sturdy level of contentness
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
slowly build on that rather than get on a roller coaster.
Absolutely. I mean, that's something we want stability in this time of uncertainty, right? There's not much you can do. A lot of uncertainty about everything right now. So you want that stability in your life where you can, you might go on a run or do a workout, but then you come home and have some tacos or a burger. Find the middle ground. You don't have to be eating salads all day and carrots and choking yourself to, find this kind of great happiness level. Have a rice cake, Alex. Have a couple pretzels. But the next day, maybe you do some push-ups, you go for a run, you do some ab work.
Absolutely, absolutely, Zach. I totally agree. Yeah, I've kind of taken a more balanced approach to what I've been doing the last week, and I think it helped me. Just kind of relax. Like before, I would be like, I set all these goals, like do this, do this, do this, do that, and it's just like when I wouldn't do that, I would just feel bad, you know.
Right.
And
Get
it's just
yourself down.
yeah,
I've been there too, man. You like try to set all these goals, and like for me, it's like paces I want to hit on a run or something like that, or like dietary restrictions. Then you don't hit it, you feel kind of bad. But what is that feeling bad doing anything for you? You've already broken it or done something differently. You kind of have to move forward to the next moment and not dwell on it.
maybe for someone like us that isn't like pushing for some crazy goal like Olympics or something, we need to put like A is a goal of like protecting our headspace,
Mm-hmm.
and B is the goal of getting abs or something like
Right.
this, you know? And maybe, for other people that are trying to achieve other things, they can switch that. But I think for most people, it should be like A, me and my headspace is protected. B, I hit 7 minute mile or whatever you're going for.
Right. Oh, I think that's a very good way to look at it, because that should be your number one priority, is your mind space and your mindset, because I mean that controls everything. That controls your perception, that controls how you react to other people and interact with your daily life, your job, your work, your school, your anything. So I think that's got to be the number one priority for most people, I would think. And that's something that a lot of people don't flip on that switch. I think I never had that mindset for a longest time, that like you need to have your mindset and perception in the correct place, because it can change so easily. And you can change it yourself if you really step back for a second and realize, if you're in a negative mindset, you can set yourself back and change it to a positive.
Yeah, when you're young, you don't
You
realize
don't
these
know those
things.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's why we're
just
trying to spread the word.
yeah, you just go with what you're feeling and yeah, for sure. And but what's crazy about it is if you protect your headspace, like you said, you'll be a better runner. You'll be a
Yeah.
better worker, better boyfriend, son, brother, whatever, you know?
Yeah. Just be a better person all around. I think that's my ultimate goal right now. I'm trying to set is to be more mindful of everything, mindful of every action that you take, every thing you say. And it sounds daunting, but if you take it moment by moment, it's not as daunting.
Yeah. It's if you just live more in the present, you're not enveloped by this task of, oh, I have to be a better person. It's like, no, I just have to text back Zach, or
Right.
no, I just have to, send my mom this thing or whatever it is.
Right. You can't make it this, unobtainable task. It's literally just sending a few words. Take it a small step at a time. Everything's a new starting line, like Coach Bennett says out there in Nike Run Club.
Yeah, got that. I listened to a new run today,
Yeah.
Headspace morning run. It was very good.
That's
I
a
liked it.
great one. That's one of my favorites. We're gonna keep mentioning Coach Bennett until he comes onto the podcast, I think.
Yeah, Nike Run Club sponsor us.
Well, all right. I think that's all we have for today, Alex. That was a tremendous conversation. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I got one more thing to say.
Oh, let's
If
hear it.
you're listening right now, we appreciate you. But we're going to be on YouTube starting this episode. So join us, click subscribe, click like, get our YouTube channel off the ground. There's a great intro. You'll love it, guys.
Made by
Thank you for
Alex
supporting.
himself. He did a great job on it. That's all we got for tonight. This has been all right.
All right,
Shut up.
shut up. Hey guys, thanks for listening to another episode of All Right, Shut Up. Make sure to go ahead and leave us a review, help us grow the podcast.
All right, shut up. Catch us next week on all your favorite podcast sites.